after Michael's first game back against the Pacers in Indianapolis. He was very candid about the fact that he had butterflies. He was very nervous about that particular game. He has calmed down since then, but I would think the butterflies are back for this one here tonight. The Knicks controlling the opening tip as Harper is met by Armstrong. Oakley, the former Chicago Bull, played by Pippen. Ewing guarded by Perdue. Ewing feeling Perdue and then is rejected. And here comes Kukoc. Tony Kukoc, who's picked it up the last couple of games for Michael Jordan, who fires. Yes, Michael Jordan hitting on his first field goal attempt.
Those are very happy, positive butterflies, Marv, if they are in his stomach.
Anthony Bonner comes flying down as the ball deflected away and knocked out of bounds. Lee Jones, his last touch by Chicago. The officials, Bennett Salvatore, Monty McCutcheon, and Lee Jones. Here's Starks. Yes. John Starks looking to turn it from the 2 of 16 on Sunday against Seattle.
Marv, the lighting is much better here at Madison Square Garden than it was in the Tacoma Dome, I can tell you that.
Matchup, Starks defending against Jordan, and the Knicks are immediately called for the illegal defense.
John Starks is the one, as we look at a pensive Pat Riley here early, that has the energy to stay with Michael Jordan, and he's had many shots at him in the past.
Armstrong for Jordan. And he shoots again. So Michael Jordan opens up by hitting his first two.
I don't know what's more exciting than watching great expectations take place right away and be fulfilled. And that's what's happened with Jordan. 2 for 2. And it's just wonderful to see an athlete like him in action. What a privilege.
Anthony Bonner with a bad play, got himself caught in midair, had nowhere to go, and turned it over. Kukoc played very tightly by Oakley and had it knocked away. Ewing stripped and then recovers. Ewing, oh, nice move, but he could not put it down. Ewing adjusted the shot, and last touch by the Knicks.
He wanted that dunk badly, and it actually turned out to bite him. It threw him off.
Bulls getting it down court in a hurry. Scottie Pippen has been on a tear as of late. Last 8 games shooting 55% from the field, and a pretty move right there to spin around Bonner to give Chicago a 6-2 advantage. Chicago Bulls at 36 and 33. They're 2.5 games behind the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are not scheduled tonight. Here is Ewing. Full 6, and the Knicks 4. The Bulls have hit their first 3 shots. Jordan in the post-up mode. Spinning Starks. And last touch by Pippen.
Always curious to see how the great ones act in big games. Remember, Mike, we've talked about Larry Bird in the past playing the game within a game where he wouldn't shoot early and then come on strong. Well, Jordan is interesting. He's come out firing.
Ewing pushed off by Perdue. Able to hit the windmill slam, but that won't count. And the Knicks will throw in. For the Knicks, it is game 3 in a span, which has the Knicks playing 4 games in 5 days. They'll face the Pistons tomorrow night. And Detroit, foul is called. Scottie Pippen arguing the call as he picks up his first and continues the discussion with Bennett Salvatore. Scottie hearing it from the crowd, and Pat Riley is upset. He felt it should have been a shooting foul. It is a non-shooting affair, and Bonner will throw in. Crowd is chanting Scottie. Ewing. Bonner with the rebound. Starks for 3. Yes. John Starks only 2 of 14 from downtown against Seattle on Sunday night, giving the Knicks a 1-point lead. Near steal, but Pippen on the recovery and then converts.
See, Oakley tried to go behind his back, and it took away from the forward effort he was making. He was trying to pass the ball before he got it.
Starks again. Rebound Oakley. A whip pass for Bonner, who gets inside. The Knicks 9, the Bulls 8. 3.5 gone by. And here's the post-up by Jordan. Off the spin.
Could he have made that look any easier with the giant step?
Bulls 10 and the Knicks 9. Michael Jordan 3 of 4 here at the start. Outside official Monty McCutcheon calling the foul on Kukoc.
Boy, Jordan is almost playing like he's angry against John Starks, and he wants to embarrass him. He's hit a couple of jump shots, and he continues now to post him up down low with his 6'6" size.
But Starks getting the room. Could hit the three. Oakley is there.
Oh, that is such a huge basket for the Knicks. That's what they've been lacking lately, that kind of offensive rebounding and finish.
Knicks by 1. Jordan again. Michael Jordan posting up John Starks. He's done it throughout the quarter. He's hit 4 or 5 in this opening quarter, and the Bulls lead 12-11.
In all the games I've seen Jordan play against the Knicks, I've never seen him go like this, with venom against the Knicks.
Starks firing cross court. Bonner not able to hit. Bonner on the foul. Knicks 13 and the Bulls 12. And a foul called on Starks.
You know, it's like he's punishing Starks. He's taking him down low every time. They're looking for him every time. And the Knicks are going to have to do something different, maybe with a different matchup.
Certainly a problem area for Chicago off the boards, or as Phil Jackson likes to say, we're not retrieving the ball well. And the ball is retrieved by Bonner. Ewing puts the move on Armstrong and did well to get the shot off as Armstrong tried to wrap him up. Foul on BJ, and Ewing will shoot a pair.
Good awareness by the Knicks in finding Ewing quickly and getting him the ball. The Knicks want to lift their level of output, their efficiency tonight in this game. Look at Patrick's shooting at 82% over the last dozen games from the foul line. But it has been too much Patrick Ewing dependence for this team of late. And they've got to get other people involved. And there are some good signs here early with Oakley in the action and Starks hitting his first couple of shots.
Knicks 15 and the Bulls 12. Harper remaining in the backcourt, pressing Armstrong. Again, Jordan down low, and again an illegal defense called against the Knicks. So that will be a technical foul. It's their second violation. The Knicks now call for time. The Knicks with a 15-12 lead with 6:53 remaining in this first quarter, and Armstrong will shoot the technical. BJ among the leaders at the free throw line, 88% at the line. Good start. Knicks with a 15-13 lead. We'll be right back.
This is for the people that I call my friends. We're just getting started when the long day ends. This but's for you. And you and you and you. This but's for you.
He's back!
He's really back!
The Chicken Man is in the building! Yes, my friends, I'm back! And Mighty Wings are back at McDonald's. Now with 3 different dipping sauces. Try a 5-piece, try a 10-piece. Mighty Wings! To eat it is to love it. It's crispy, succulent, juicy. I'm hungry! Woo.
Thank you, Chicken Man.
Don't thank me, man. Thank them. Release your inner chicken!
We love you, Chicken Man!
I feel the love!
Knicks fans, the orange and blue are back. Catch the big home opener as Michael Jordan and the Wizards visit the Garden. Tuesday night only on MSG Network.
Are you getting the best possible execution of your online trade? Unlike many other online brokers, Datex's proprietary technology routes your order automatically in an effort to get you the best available price. And it does it so quickly that if your online order is not executed within 60 seconds, the commission is waived. We also have Streamer with free streaming quotes so you can make investment decisions in real time. We give you free NASDAQ Level 2 quotes. And when you trade options, you'll find easy-to-use trading screens and one of the lowest commissions around. In fact, with Datex, any online equity trade is just $9.99. You can even trade before and after market hours.
Fund your account and get 10 free online equity trades. To apply, call toll-free 1-877-78-DATEC or visit our special website.
Datex Online. Built to trade.
Hi, I'm Howie. Each week, join Lisa and me for Play It Up on MSG Network. Play It Up is a special show just for kids, where you learn some cool things about your favorite Rangers and Knicks.
And have it, and sometimes I might fake and take 2 dribbles like this, and then just like that.
Oh! We're gonna go on the coaster. That's Play It Up. Saturday mornings at 10 on MSG Network.
2 thumbs up.
All right.
Here's a Perrier. Let's look at what the Bulls are doing after Jordan opened up hitting 2 long jump shots. He went down low to use his 3-inch size advantage over John Starks, not to mention the many moves he has, and so far so good for Jordan.
Bonner with the steal. 3-on-1. Bonner for Harper. The Knicks 17. The Bulls 13. 6.5 remaining in this first quarter. Michael Jordan off to the fast start, this time to the pull-up, and he is on fire. Jordan, 5 of 6 from the field. 3 have been jump shots. The other 2 post-up moves. Kukoc picks it off. Leads Jordan, and he's fouled. Hacked by Harper.
Just a terribly careless pass by Charles Oakley. Literally threw it into the hands of Kukoc. I mean, the guy's 6'11". This is not a guy who's stealing basketballs all day long. Just a careless. Watch his pass. Just unbelievable. Kukoc just followed the direction of Charles Oakley's arms. And Jordan was flying down. Jordan is super up for this game. I mean, the guy's perfect all the time anyway, but there's another dimension here as he is going for the throat early. He wants 50, 60. That's the way he's playing.
Well, the Knicks now lead by 1. Michael always gets pumped up for games here at Madison Square Garden. Oakley. And back comes Armstrong. He'll be pumped up also, John, Thursday for the game in Boston. Final game for Michael and the Bulls at the Boston Garden, at least regular season. Oakley called for the foul.
Oakley whispering sweet nothings to Scottie Pippen, who ignores him by choice.
Pippen off the fake, and he will go to the line. Bonner picks up his first. Once again, Anthony Bonner in the starting lineup. Pat Riley has gone with Bonner, and then comes off the bench with Charles Smith and now Anthony Mason. And you wonder eventually if the Chicago Bulls, who felt earlier in the season, before Jordan had rejoined the club, when they were going with Kukoc off the bench, you wonder if they would really be stronger with Kukoc coming in as a 6th man.
Most definitely, Marv. But the only way for that to happen would be to have a big, strong body out there, and that would make them stronger, too, because, as we've noted, they've been out-rebounded the 4 games Jordan has played by 10 per game, and that's where the Knicks have to punish them.
Well, Phil Jackson's club going with the trap. They will do that from time to time against the Knicks. Over the years, they've had great success with the pressing defense. And the call against the Knicks. Offensive foul on Oakley, and he's called for a technical.
A continuing disturbance for the Knicks when players voice their anger at the officials after calls, and technicals are called, which result in points being scored against them.
This time, Armstrong not able to hit the tee. And Charles Smith replaces Charles Oakley, leads with 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 fouls.
Well, you know, Anthony Mason, sitting in his the position we last saw him at the end of the Knicks bench, is dying to get into this game.
Corey Blunt has checked in for the first time. That's Blunt with the ball. Blunt, a first-round draft pick of the Bulls last year out of University of Cincinnati. Jordan with 13 points. He's hit 6 of 7 from the field. And Chicago with a 7-0 run. Bulls lead by 3. Pass for Bonner. Gets it out to Smith. Ewing foul. Hit on a reach in as Blunt came over to help out with Purdue. Anthony Mason on the far left. He had one of his best games as a New York Knick back on March the 2nd, as you mentioned right at the start of the telecast, the game here at the Garden. The Knicks coming from 22 down to beat the Bulls 93-89, and Mason 11 of 13, 26 points, 12 rebounds.
22 down with under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. It was remarkable.
The Bulls 20. The Knicks 19. Just under 5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Michael Jordan looking very sharp. 13 points on 6 of 7 from the floor. Blunt. And he's called for steps.
Has got to focus on some offense of his own now after being distracted after he hit his first couple of shots by the onslaught of Michael Jordan.
And the foul's called on Jordan. So John Starks to the line for the first time. The Knicks have won 4 of their last 5 and 6 of their last 8 games in the regular season against the Bulls. And the Knicks have won 5 straight regular season games here at Madison Square Garden against Chicago. Knicks and Bulls tied at 20. Both clubs shooting well here in the first quarter. Now Ewing over to help. Jordan changed his mind, and the double team cost. Bonner for Hopper. Hopper back to Bonner, does not shoot, passed it up. Starks instead for 3. And back come the Bulls on a 2-on-1. Pippen all the way. Yes, and it counts. The foul committed by Smith as Pippen went flying.
He's hurt. Left hand.
22nd timeout called by Chicago.
Well, after that missed opportunity by the Knicks under the basket, Pippen soared up at his dunk, and Charles Smith sends him flying. Pippen smiling now.
Wanted to take another look at it to see Charles Smith's role in that. I think that Pippen went down because of the hard collision with Smith, who was not trying to rack him up, but was looking to prevent the shot, but did not.
Pippen has incredible jumping ability. Charles Smith just couldn't get up in the air with him. That was the problem. But the worst thing about that whole play, Marv, is the Knicks had a layup opportunity and ended up throwing out for a jump shot.
And Pippen, obviously, all right. Nice pass from Ewing, and Bonner foul. Corey Blunt picks it up, and Anthony Bonner will go to the line. Bonner shooting 74% in a Terrific improvement at the free throw line, although Anthony these days has not been seeing much time at the foul line.
One good thing now with Ewing, the center of attention by the Bulls, they will focus their defense on him. They'll risk losing to the Knicks with outside shooting, which the Knicks have not been executing very well, as Pete Myers comes in and gives Superman a break for a couple of moments. But with Ewing, the focal point of the offense for the Knicks, when they get in the ball and people move off him, as Bonner just did, why that opens up opportunities for other players and makes it more difficult for the Bulls.
Michael Jordan, 6 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line, 13 points. And the Bulls lead by 1. Pete Myers, a one-time New York Knick. Now the backcourt with B.J. Armstrong. Again, Ewing jumping out, helping out defensively, then gets back to Purdue. Shot clock at 6. Pippen spinning, lost it. Good play by Bonner. Harper spinning, Armstrong, and hitting.
If Bonner was up another foot in the air, Marv, that could have been Jordan. What a great move. If Harper, rather, excuse me.
Another Knicks steal. Here's Bonner. And that time it was Bonner soaring to the basket. Phil Jackson looking for a timeout. The Knicks lead by 3, and the Bulls take time.
Running a small business is all about pursuing a dream, making your mark, finding new ways to get things done. Sprint understands, and they have some new ways to help your business succeed, like data services backed by guarantees. They call it the Sprint Small Business Promise. It says that their data services will be among the most reliable in the business. So reliable, in fact, that if the Sprint network goes down, even for a minute, you'll get 3 days of service free. Guaranteed. In short, it says that Sprint will be there for you 24/7 with data services designed specifically for small business and backed by unsurpassed guarantees. For your guarantees, call 1-800-307-1449.
Do it by December 31st and they'll throw in a Cisco router worth $3,400.
So go on, invent a new product, change an entire industry, shake up the world. Just know that Sprint has you covered. Guaranteed.
Other airline credit cards give you 1 mile for every dollar you spend. But only the Delta Sky Miles credit card from American Express gives you that. Plus, you'll always get double miles at supermarkets, drugstores, and on Delta tickets. On top of 5,000 bonus miles just for getting the card. Watch how quickly all those extra miles add up to your free vacation travel. We can't say the Delta Sky Miles credit card is twice as good as other airline credit cards, but you might. Call 1-800-SKY-MILES to apply now.
Everyone's working together to get things moving again. Here's our contribution. 0% financing on most Chrysler cars and minivans. And if you buy now, no monthly payments for 90 days. Now it's never been easier to drive home a new Chrysler car or minivan. So take advantage of these great offers. It's our way of helping move things forward again. See your local Chrysler dealer today.
The wonder of it all. Take a chance, make it happen. Pop the cork, finger snapping. Spin the wheel, round and round we go. Life is good, life is sweet. Grab yourself a front row seat. Let's meet and have a ball. Let's live. Yeah, let's live for the wonder of it all. Meet me at Foxwoods.
Foxwoods. It has been an electrifying first quarter. Michael Jordan making his return to the Garden, have the hot hand, 6 of 7, 13 points. Michael and the Bulls bringing out the likes of Phil Donahue and Marlowe. Anthony Mason also on hand, and he will check in, and he hears it from the crowd. Anthony Mason making his return in Tacoma against the Sonics Sunday night following the 5-game suspension. 10 points and 10 rebounds. This is Larry Krystkowiak, who Phil Jackson is hoping will provide some help off the boards. It's only his 17th game of the season. He's been out with knee problems, also appendectomy. Michael Jordan is back, as you just saw. Luke Longley has checked in for the first time. Mason. Anthony Mason getting right to it.
Great move, great move. Also, Starks put good pressure on Jordan on that last jump shot. Made him strain.
Longley with the rebound. Facing the double team. Dribbles out of it. And then is fouled by Smith. The Knicks lead 28-23 by virtue of an 8-0 run with 2:39 remaining in this first quarter. And Luke Longley will go to the line. Luke Longley acquired from the Timberwolves last February in a deal for Stacey King. He was a #1 draft pick of Minnesota and the 7th selection overall. Played 2.5 years with the Minnesota Timberwolves and has seemingly developed some better post-up moves since coming over to Chicago. Charles Smith sitting down after collecting his second foul. Anthony Bonner returned.
He isn't the final answer, but he has been an asset, and he's an 80% foul shooter this season.
The Knicks lead by 4. Matchup is Krystkowiak against Mason. Hopper shooting. Yes.
Oh, he hasn't had a move like that in weeks. He must be feeling good.
The Knicks 30, the Bulls 24. Anthony Mason figures to be too quick for Larry Krystkowiak. That is also the matchup at the defensive end for the Knicks. Shot clock at 7. Jordan. Michael Jordan has the jump shot falling here tonight. 7 of 9, 15 points in all.
See, the defender, Starks, has always got to be ready for the drive with Jordan. You don't want to be dunked on, and the great jump shot makes him impossible.
Shot clock at 5. Down to 3. Pippen knocked it away. Scottie Pippen leads the league in steals, able to bat it away from Starks. Pippen averages nearly 3 steals per game. Armstrong try to get it to Longley. Starks feeds back to Mason. Mason spinning Jordan and draws the foul. Basket won't count.
Michael took a ride with Mason delivering the ride.
Foul though on Longley. John Starks sitting down, replaced by Hubert Davis, who like Starks did not shoot well in the Knicks' last game against Seattle, only 2 of 11. The Knicks guards combining for 8 of 39 on Sunday night.
I think Hubert will be focusing on, for positive thinking, Marv, the last game, though, against the Bulls here at the Garden when he had 19 with 5 out of 7 from 3-point range. But woe is Hubert if he's thinking about guarding Michael Jordan right now, as John Starks, the man he replaced, did.
Steve Kerr coming on for the first time, replacing B.J. Armstrong. Kerr has been on a good run from 3-point range. 6-point lead for the Knicks. And a small team on the floor for the Bulls. The only big man is Longley.
Anthony Bonner matched up on Jordan down low, where Jordan continues to post.
And they isolate Jordan against Bonner. And Michael Jordan with 17 points.
17 of 28 that his team has accumulated.
The Bulls 11 of 15 from the field. Hopper with a spectacular move. Knicks with a 34-28 advantage.
He was making his decision right till the last second whether to pass or not.
Hopper is 4 of 4 from the line. Jordan for 3. Michael Jordan with 20 points. 20 of the 31. And the Knicks lead by 3. Half minute to go in this first quarter. Ewing. Bonner gets it back out. Knicks with the new 24.
Too long between shots for Ewing. He's too important. They've got to go to him more.
Down to 10. Down to 5. Harper. Ewing. So after 1, it's the Knicks 34. The Bulls 31. Michael Jordan with 20.
It's a shocking fact that violent crime doubles in the hour after school. And it doesn't help that over 200,000 of New York's most vulnerable kids have nowhere to go when the bell rings. So by offering educational, artistic, and athletic activities, Cheering for Children's Solid Ground After School program supports initiatives that put 30,000 local kids back on the right track. Madison Square Garden is committed to this program, but we need your help. We're asking you to buy a personalized paving stone, which will be set at the main entrance. Your contribution will make you a part of the garden and a part of these kids' lives. So please, call now.
The compact Presario 5000T has something for everyone. For film buffs, a free DVD drive. For music buffs, a free CDRW drive. For technology buffs, a powerful Intel Pentium 4 processor. Yeah, it's a buff PC, all right. And it's just $8.99. That's for all you financial buffs. Call 1-800-332-1878 to buy now and upgrade to a DVD or CDRW drive free. Plus, get free shipping.
New York Rangers hockey on MSG Network. Messier, Leach, Lindros, and the rest of the Blue Shirts are in Beantown to battle the Bruins. Saturday night, only on MSG Network.
You had for tickets for this game. Is it beyond even what you could imagine?
It was NBA Finals numbers. Very interesting.
Commissioner, can you quantify at all what Michael Jordan's return means to the NBA? I mean, I know it's great and it's exciting, but can you put it in some sort of perspective for us?
Other than to say that the world seems to have been waiting for a happy moment in sports that wasn't drugs, death, strike, salaries, and Michael stepped into it. So the reaction here and around the world has been absolutely incredible.
Is there any person who could have called to get your tickets away from you for tonight's game?
Yes, but I'm not going to list it here.
Thanks, Commissioner. Marv, back to you.
All right, Al, second quarter underway, and the Knicks with a 3-point lead.
Knowing the commissioner as I do, Marv, I'd say any advertiser who would buy the NBA for the season could have gotten those tickets.
I'm not certain of this case.
A new sponsor.
Harper lost it. Rare miss a moment ago by Jordan, who was 9 for 11 from the field for his 20 points in the first quarter. A remarkable first quarter for Jordan. Foul one to travel on Krystkowiak. Kukoc keeps it alive. Here's Longley. Again, it's Kukoc with the rebound. Kerr for three. And rebounded by Ewing. Davis. Called for steps. Good play by Kerr, making the move in the direction of Hubert Davis. And here's Greg Anthony replacing Derek Harper. Charles Smith is back for Anthony Bonner.
Pat Riley continues to use Greg Anthony now more and more.
Greg Anthony, 13 minutes of play Sunday night against the Sonics. Played well against Denver at the start of that three-game Western swing. And it's Anthony guarding Jordan. Here is Michael Jordan, rebounded by Patrick Ewing. Greg Anthony, it should be pointed out, not one of Michael Jordan's favorites. Remember several years ago when Greg was a rookie, they started to go at each other. They will reset the shot clock off the leg block. And Michael said somewhere down the line, perhaps away from the basketball court, proper respects will be paid.
Yes. Greg was rather rough on a particular play.
Charles Smith. For Smith, his first field goal. The Knicks 36 and the Bulls 31.
Impressively long jump shot for Charles Smith.
Herb Williams, who did not play on Sunday against Seattle, getting set to come on. Shot clock at 5. Another Bulls turnover. Davis did not see Ewing, who had the room down low. Smith. Patrick Ewing getting a little frustrated, not seeing the ball at the right position.
His teammates have to recognize that he's special. Work a little harder to get him the ball.
And Greg Anthony setting it up. Anthony and Davis in the backcourt. A bad pass by Anthony.
Reflected by Patrick's expression.
And Ewing is very upset. Sitting down, replaced by Herb Williams. Ewing 1 of 6 from the field and 4 of 4 at the line. Only 2 rebounds. Not able to get into it.
This is a rest for him from Pat Riley.
Kukoc. Oh! Rejected by Williams. Kerr with a rare 2-point opportunity. Mason on the box out. Davis. Yes. Gilbert Davis gives the Knicks a 7-point advantage. It's their biggest lead.
The basket is certainly bigger here at the Garden for Hubert Davis these days.
Good switch by Mason. But Kukoc able to draw the foul as he fed off to Longley. Mentioning a moment ago the Greg Anthony, Michael Jordan situation. Jordan and Anthony going at it back in December of '91 at Chicago Stadium, and he certainly got the attention of Michael Jordan. Was very upset. Michael Jordan able to drive on Greg Anthony to cut it to 5.
Greg has come a long way in his own maturity since that period when he felt he had to be physical to get some attention.
Chicago only 1 of 9 from the field. Anthony hits the 3.
That'll make Jordan take notice. Jordan wasn't even bothering to guard him.
Well, Greg Anthony, a much improved shooter from downtown since Michael Jordan last saw him a couple of years back. Smith with a beautiful play. 2-on-1. Davis for Anthony. And he blew the layup, but it's tipped home. Davis on the tip, and the Knicks lead by 10. The Knicks very alert defensively. Timeout is called by the Bulls. The Knicks with a 9-2 run.
No one knows runners like Foot Locker knows runners. In fact, so many turn to us because we're so dedicated, we live, breathe, even sleep running. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, only at Foot Locker. Running and Foot Locker, your destination for everything worth running about.
Excuse me, do you have the time? Do you have the time? Do you have... Excuse me, sir, do you have the time? Sir, I beg your pardon, do you have time? Anyone? Time? Anyone? Anybody? Time? Time?
Jets fans, Gang Green is back with new leadership and a new attitude. Get all the team news, interviews, and analysis. Heineken Jets Journal, tonight, only on MSG.
From the moment it arrives, you sense it. Perhaps it's the authentic European roasting,
or simply the rich, distinctive taste that is one of Europe's finest coffees. Let it envelop you and experience a pleasure that's purely Gevalia Cafe. You won't find Gevalia on any corner, yet it's within arm's reach. Simply call 1-800-845-4058 and we'll deliver 2 boxes of our exquisite coffee from Europe for just $10. You'll receive our coffee maker free to ensure you taste Gevalia at its finest. Order now and receive 2 free mugs. If you enjoy Gevalia, we'll send you more automatically. The free coffee maker, free mugs, and 2 boxes of freshly sealed Gevalia Cafe delivered to you with no further obligation. It's too delicious to let pass you by. Call 1-800-845-4058. If your passion is coffee, your pleasure will be Gevalia.
Last year, the Devils came within 1 game of keeping the crown. This year, the rest of the league is on notice. Jerseys seeing red, and the Devils are out for revenge. The quest to recapture the cup continues. Devils Sabres, Saturday at 7:30 on Fox Sports Net.
Well, the media well represented here tonight. Maury, Connie, Tom Brokaw, seated behind the basket to our right, as are the subjects of media attention also represented. That, John, is Al Cowlings, taking it all in here at Madison Square Garden.
Interesting celebrity status he enjoys these days.
But it's not for his play as a member of the Buffalo Bills. Here is Kukoc giving it back out. Steve Kerr for 3. Kept alive by Kukoc. Anthony pushing it down. Smith getting position. It counts, and the foul.
He can say all he wants that he doesn't remember June 2nd, 1993. Game 5 here at the Garden, but the last time Michael Jordan was here, that's what Charles Smith wanted to do, and 4 times he failed. But boy, the way he reacted, you know, he did a flashback. That was some beautiful finish for Charles on that play.
Foul on Pippen, his second, 11-2 run by the Knicks. Michael Jordan sitting down, getting a rest. B.J. Armstrong has come on. Knicks lead by 12. 5 minutes in, second quarter. Armstrong drawing the foul. He was hit by Anthony. His second and the team's second. Greg Anthony called for his second. Michael Jordan, 10 of 14 from the field, 22 points in all. You see what the Knicks have done to the Bulls here in the second quarter. Longley banking on Williams. The Bulls shooting here in the second, way off.
How about Kukoc? 0 for 2, scoreless thus far in the game.
Feeling was the first couple of games that Jordan played for the Bulls that Kukoc was star-struck, just wasn't himself. But he's come on the last couple. Pippen is blocked by Smith. And that's number 3 for Charles Smith.
Smith was backing up, trying to get out of his way, and that's why he's expressing the frustration. But from Pippen's perspective, he was trying to go forward up court, and he couldn't get there because Charles was in his way. It's a frustrating foul. I didn't mean to do anything bad. Why are you calling a foul on me? Expression.
And Charles sitting down. Anthony Bonner is back. The Bulls 1 of 11 from the field. Here in the second, Jordan 10 of 14. The rest of the squad, as he used to like to say, his supporting cast, not doing it to this point.
That's like some recent Ewing numbers this year.
And the foul against Chicago. Offensive foul. Illegal pick on Longley. He was on the move. This unit on the floor has done a good job for the Knicks. Anthony and Davis in the backcourt. Bonner, Williams, and now Oakley up front. Davis on a quick release. Pippen for three. Oh, the tip missed by Kukoc. Oakley saves it.
Any excuse to fall into the crowd by Charles, you know?
Oh, nice look. Anthony for Williams. And Greg Anthony has provided an enormous lift here in the second quarter. The Knicks lead 47-33. Phil Jackson calling a 20-second timeout. And now they change. Are they changing to a full? No, apparently not. It is a 20 taken by the Bulls.
Marvin, a couple of timeouts we've had here tonight, I've noted the difference between the Bulls being here and other teams, and that is during timeouts, the fans are standing. You know, usually people rest during the timeout, as the players do many times. But now this is a 20, so the players are standing. But the fans here, you see them ringing courtside in the immediate area of the court. They're standing because of the excitement, the presence of the Bulls and Michael Jordan, of course.
Well, as the commissioner, David Stern, pointed out, this has all the makings of an NBA Finals type situation. You get the idea that this is an NBA Finals contest. Michael Jordan in a conversation with Phil Jackson.
Phil was quoted as saying he'd like to play Jordan about 32 minutes a game while he gets ready. Meanwhile, he's been averaging 39.
Pushing foul on Bonner is battling for position with Pippen. That's the second on Bonner. Well, Jordan played 43 minutes on Saturday night against the Atlanta Hawks.
Bulls 1 for 13 after the explosive first quarter.
Good coach. Getting it back out. Here's Armstrong. And for B.J. Armstrong, that is his first field goal. He's been shooting well recently. 60% from the field the last 5 games. He's been averaging 15 a game. Got off to a slow start this season, but has picked it up. Ewing with a drop step foul by Weddington, who came on a moment ago. Phil Jackson going with the three-headed center combination of Purdue and Longley and Weddington. Jordan is back. Short rest for Michael here in the second quarter.
See, Marv, I think it's going to be more difficult for Jordan now. He had the excitement of the opening quarter, you know, and I think now it's going to be hard after a rest. He's cooled down for him to come back and be in the kind of jump shooting groove he was in to open things up. Now let's see what flows here as we look at the new number 45. A new industry has been born with the new selection of Jordan going back to earlier number in his career.
And that also the number he wore in his brief baseball tryout. Michael Jordan cuts it to 11.
Realize how high up in the air he was. How difficult to deal with that.
24 for Jordan. Ewing facing the double team. Bonner getting it back out. Shot clock at 5. Bonner. Anthony did not go for the stutter step from Armstrong, and then a foul is called. It is on Anthony, a push. So that is his third, and he'll sit down. That's a hand from the crowd. He played well.
A moment ago, the Bulls got what they wanted on defense as the Knicks were trying to get the ball inside, and they ended up getting into their weakest shooter, and that's Bonner. You see a play like that, you know the defense, the men charged with designing the defense for the Bulls are very happy because you want the weaker shooters to be taking the shots and the better shooters to be under great pressure when they have to shoot the ball. That's what this game is all about, putting the pressure on the strong people and letting the weaker ones do the shooting.
The Knicks 48 and the Bulls 39, and light pressure. Kukoc staying with Bonner. And Anthony Bonner able to switch hands on the dribble and then try to set up Ewing. comes Pippen. Ewing thought he was fouled. Pippen for Armstrong. Jordan for three. That time a rushed shot. Here comes Starks. And Harper will regroup. And now a mismatch with Pippen guarding Ewing. Bad pass. Jordan off the turnover. Puts the move on Starks. Yes, and it counts. Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan would make his free throw to complete the three-point play and cut the Knicks lead to 48-42, giving Michael 27 points in the game. We'll return with the conclusion of the first half after this.
Open a Chase checking account and access your money at over 1,000 branches and ATMs combined. So wherever you need us in the tri-state area, you can always pop right in. Chase checking. The right relationship is everything. Chase checking comes with the only debit card that earns you Continental One-Pass miles. Finally, a checking account for frequent flyers. Chase checking. The right relationship is everything.
It's official. Ford is offering 0% financing on everything. Ford drives America. And right now, we're leading the way with America's best sellers at America's best values. 0% on everything, including Ford Escape, Ford Explorer, Ford Expedition, and the #1 selling truck of the world, Ford F-Series. 0% means you pay no interest, and that will save you thousands. Act now. Ford drives America. Visit your tri-state quality Ford store.
The way the Rangers play, it's just beautiful. It's New York, red, white, and blue.
It's just something about being at the Garden.
The excitement and the fans are the greatest.
Wow, and the Garden explodes.
It's like you're part of a special family here.
I just got engaged at the Rangers game.
The most exciting thing that you will ever see.
I'm just a Rangers fan. What can I say?
You have to come to Garden. It's just a place to be.
Come see the Rangers versus the Dallas Stars, Monday, October 29th. Great seats available. Call now.
And Scrooge lifts Tiny Tim, and the boy exclaims, "God bless."
Hot cider in the lobby. You forgot that part. And the Victorian village that you walk through. And when it snows inside.
It can't snow inside.
Let the spirit of Christmas leap off the stage and into your heart as American Express presents A Christmas Carol, the musical, starring Tim Curry of the Rocky Horror Picture Show and Annie. Share it with someone you love. Call Ticketmaster today.
Hey, Ranger fans, if you love your Broadway blue shirts, you've got to catch MSG's exclusive pregame show, Geico Rangers Game Night. Get team news, interviews, and game analysis from the best in the business. In-depth features and stories on your favorite Ranger players, plus stats, matchups, and all those great action highlights.
You know, hits are a part and parcel to playing hockey, and it's part of the game, and you look forward to it.
Before they drop the puck, get the inside scoop on Geico Rangers Game Night, a half hour before Ranger games, only on MSG Network.
John, back in October of '84, when Michael Jordan was a rookie, he visited Madison Square Garden for the very first time for a preseason game. And as coach Kevin Laughery was asked prior to the game, could a player like Michael Jordan from the guard position turn the team around? And listen to this answer. These are words that Kevin Laughery probably would laugh at today.
Not really, because he's not a 7-footer. And if he was 7 feet, he could, I think, with that type talent he has. But unfortunately, this game is played by the 7-footers, a big part of the game. He can obviously improve a basketball team, but there hasn't been a guard come in the NBA that has been able to turn the team around totally in the history of the game. I mean, they improved teams. I mean, Oscar and Jerry never won a championship until they got with Kareem and Wilt. So it takes an awful lot of parts, but he can fill his part for sure.
Well, knowing Kevin Laughery as the coach of the team, I think any coach, as we look at Jordan operate on Starks, would say something like that. Jordan gets ridiculous now with that fall-away one-hander. He must really dislike John Starks.
I think you were right on in terms of his motivation coming into tonight.
Oh, yes, right.
Oh, there's no question.
But back to that Laughery statement, he was trying to protect Jordan, not give him any pressure before the season began. That's what that remark was all about.
Michael with 29 points. Starks for three. rebound Mason. And the Knicks will reset. 2 minutes to go in the half. Here is Oakley. Yes. The Knicks 50 and the Bulls 44. The stat line on Jordan, 13 of 18, 29 points in all. And he has done it with the complete repertoire.
Michael, you're hogging the ball.
Michael Jordan with 31 points. I don't think there will be any complaints from Phil Jackson, though, John. 4-point Knick lead. Harper to the left hand. Beautifully done by Derek Harper. And the Knicks lead by 6 in what will be one of the most memorable halves of basketball in the history of this Madison Square Garden. Michael Jordan draws the foul. Now this is one we'll be looking back at. His 5th game in his return. 31 points in all. 14 of 19 from the field. His season high in his previous 4 games, 32 against the Hawks on Saturday.
Well, Marv, I know there are some old-timers out there watching this thinking, why don't they knock him down? Why don't they interrupt his rhythm? Why don't they foul him when he's shooting? And perhaps Pat Riley's thinking that. Now, Jordan is so great, and he has this spring in his legs to go away from his defender, but still, part of the game of basketball on this level is has that kind of thinking behind it.
How frequently have you seen Michael Jordan being knocked down?
Well, it doesn't happen. There's a reverence for him, too, the unwritten reverence. And it's understandable. It's just a point, though.
It may have cost the Phoenix Suns the championship 2 years ago because he was basically untouched. And it had a lot to do with his friendship, and some say his conning of Charles Barkley, because he was not knocked down right throughout the series. I think, though, as Harper again is able to penetrate, I think if the Knicks and Bulls faced each other in the playoffs, you would see a different approach. And perhaps we'll see a different approach here in the second half. Knicks lead by 6. Jordan changed his mind. Wennington. And Jordan with 10 on the shot clock.
The other point, too, Marv, is that Jordan is playing now in a league that doesn't have the hand check.
Jordan is fouled. And that time he was knocked down. Ewing called for the foul, his second. And Phil Jackson upset.
That's his job. Don't touch my man. Jordan going up, and he draws the attention this time.
He's 5 of 6 from the line. He has 34 points.
Another look at Jordan going by John Starks and then getting rocked at the end of that move.
22 and 3/10 seconds remaining in this first half. The Knicks lead 54-49. Michael Jordan with an extraordinary first half. He has 35 points. We are down to 10 seconds remaining in the half. Harper, and he drew the foul. It's on Jordan. That is his second. The all-time high for Michael Jordan 5 years ago today against Cleveland. He had 69 points in a 117-113 overtime win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Well, they call that a non-shooting foul. Knicks take the 22nd timeout. There it is to the day. 23 of 37, 21 of 23. I think Michael is aware of that anniversary. I know he has a sense of history about himself and about the game. So here in the first half, he has scored 35 against the Knicks.
He's just shooting the ball in an incredible manner, Marv. And I remember just looking at the press notes before the game, coming in after 4 games, Jordan was 1 for 10 from three-point range this year.
Mason had trouble inbounding. Final seconds of the half. Ewing draws the foul. It's on Wennington. 2 seconds to go in the first half. Wennington has picked up a quick 3, and Patrick Ewing will go to the line.
As we look at Scottie Pippen after this explosive first half by Jordan, it's pretty clear, Marv, that the pressure is no longer on this man who has been carrying this team, leading them in 5 statistical categories this season. But no one has noticed Scottie Pippen here in the first half because of Michael Jordan. Pippen, who had 21 points against the Knicks in the first half here on March 2nd, then got quiet.
Ewing only 1 of 7 from the field in this first half. He now has 9 points. 6-point Knick lead. Ewing breaks it up. The story in this first half. Number 45, Michael Jordan, with 35 points. That is already his season high, and this his 5th game back. He is 14 of 19 from the field.
Michael Jordan finished the first half with 35 of the Bulls' 50 points. Yet with all of Michael's heroics, the Knicks still led at the break 56-50. When we return, the second half of Michael Jordan's first game back at the Garden after this.
Knicks fans, the orange and blue are back. Catch the big home opener as Michael Jordan and the Wizards visit the Garden. Tuesday night only on MSG Network. One of the NHL's original franchises, a tradition as old as New York sports itself. There are no more devoted fans anywhere, and New Yorkers love their Broadway blue shirts. Messier, Leach, Richter, Lindros, Sam, JD, and the MSG crew bring you award-winning coverage from pregame to postgame and everything in between. New York Rangers hockey on MSG. The Rangers head for Beantown to battle the Bruins Saturday night on MSG.
Behold the empty office of David Compton, small business owner. Empty because Mr. Compton got QuickBooks, got his accounting done faster and easier, and got back to what he started his business to do. See what QuickBooks, the #1 selling accounting software, can do for your small business. It's easy to set up, learn, and use. You don't have to know accounting, and simple step-by-step instructions will have you saving time right away. You'll even fill in familiar forms, like invoices and checks, on screen. Call 1-800-574-1674 now, and we'll send you a free, fully functional trial of QuickBooks. Try it for yourself, risk-free. See how QuickBooks tracks who owes you money, who you owe, and easily creates graphs and reports detailing it all in one place. So why wait? Join the over 2 million small businesses saving time with QuickBooks. Call 1-800-574-1674 now, or visit us online for your free trial software. There's no risk. Even the shipping's on us. Faster, easier accounting is just a phone call away.
The #1 source for up-to-the-minute coverage of New York sports news and information is the all-new MSGNetwork.com. MSGNetwork.com delivers complete coverage, including breaking news and exclusive reports from MSG personalities. Get more scores and statistics, post your opinions and interact with other fans, and speak out on hot issues with daily polls. Log on to the ultimate New York sports website, MSGNetwork.com. More angles, more insight every day.
Welcome back to Michael Jordan's 1995 return to Madison Square Garden. But before we check out the second half, we remind you that you can see Jordan's 2001 return to the world's most famous arena next Tuesday, October 30th, as the Knicks host Michael's new team, the Washington Wizards. A special Knicks game night starts at 7 o'clock, followed by the Knicks and Wizards at 7:30 right here on MSG Network. Right now, let's return to March 28, 1995 for the beginning of the third quarter. Marv Albert and John Andres with the call.
Third quarter getting underway. Michael Jordan in the second quarter accounting for 15 of the Bulls' 19 points. The Knicks with Ewing, Bonner, and Oakley up front. Bonner to the reverse. The Knicks 58, the Bulls 50. Again, Jordan isolated against Starks. And Michael Jordan continues to roll. 37 points for Jordan. Most points by a Knick scored here at Madison Square Garden. Bernard King with 60 against the Nets back in December of '84. Ewing.
Patrick Ewing was seething during the halftime break on the bench as Scottie Pippen reams John Starks.
Well, a little acting though by Starks, I think, as he tried to draw the foul. Instead, it's called on Starks, and there is Bernard King, along with 19,000 plus checking out Michael Jordan. Bernard with 60 against New Jersey on Christmas Day back in 1984. That is an all-time Knick record here at Madison Square Garden.
Actually, Marv, I recall that game. It was after dinner in the evening.
Was it?
Yes, I vividly recall that. I remember my guests, and it was quite an evening.
John, I must say it's a blur to me, but I would never doubt. I would never doubt your accounts.
I must say too, that's one of your rare hoop blurs.
No. Actually, I was out of town. I did not do that game. Knicks lead by 5. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Purdue. Minute and a half gone by in the third. Ewing. Hard driving move by Patrick Ewing. Foul on Purdue. That is his second. Well, Purdue still wearing the face mask protecting the broken nose that was suffered earlier in the season. He was hoping to be able to discard that protective mask after the All-Star break, but he was bumped in the nose in a game back in early February. Started to bleed and was told that the bones in the nose have moved again, so he'll continue to wear the mask. Knicks lead by 7. Pippen was looking for the pick. Jordan fouled by Starks, who tried to stop that baseline move. That's 3 on Starks.
Well, the way the book of defense is written, Marv, one of the aspects of it is keep the ball out of the man's hands who's doing all the scoring, and that's the most difficult part of John Starks' job.
Armstrong. Pippen, a good look from Starks. That's 3 on Pippen.
I think what could be a poor first half for Ewing might turn out to be something very good for Ewing and his team. As we look at John Starks head up, recognizing Bonner running the court well and getting that opportunity to draw the foul into the basket. Because Ewing, with the 1 out of 7 and 9-point first half, 7 of his points coming from the foul line. As I mentioned, Marv was seething during the halftime break, sitting on the bench. You could see him just angry at the situation that he finds himself in, what he added to the team, what he didn't add in the first half, and he's determined now to come out strong. You can see it with his initial movements to the hoop instead of the jump shot as he opened up the third quarter.
The Knicks lead is now 9. They've led by as many as 14. It's been a solid game for Bonner. He has 12 points, 4 of 6 from the field. And Purdue was able to get position. 64-57. Here's the trap on Harper. Knicks have handled the trap very well. Traveling violation on Bonner. An extraordinary first half for Michael Jordan. And in checking the record books, most points scored in a half here at Madison Square Garden. Actually, it was the old Garden. 45 by Wilt Chamberlain as a member of the San Francisco Warriors. That was in November of '62. Here is Jordan. He's rejected. Starks. John Starks. That was 2-point range. And the Knicks lead 66-57. Jordan gets inside. Easy hoop.
Well, John Starks' teammates, Oakley and Ewing, weren't in tune with that situation. Nobody came to help out Starks. That was an easy hoop for Chicago.
39 for Jordan. Most points scored against the Knicks at the Garden. 73 by Wilt Chamberlain. That same game back in '62. That the old Garden. 71 by Elgin Baylor as a member of the Lakers against the Knicks in 1960. Still a long way to go, but Jordan has 39, and we're early third quarter. Purdue able to shake loose.
What's going on here? Nobody guarding him within 10 feet.
Pat Riley taking a 20-second timeout.
Harper had slipped and fallen down, but he wasn't the man dealing with the big guy up front. You know, Mark, one of the interesting parts for Chicago in the first half, the criticism that goes Tony Kukoc's way is in the area of rebounding. Turns out in the first half, he's the leading rebounder in the game with 9 big rebounds, although he did not score in 18 minutes, only took 3 shots as Jordan took 19 of the Bulls' 36 shot attempts from the field. But he did a nice job on the boards.
I mentioned Anthony Bonner contributing offensively. 12 points is a new season high. The previous high 11 against the Bullets back in early December. Nick ball as we resume, and they trap Harper deep. Bonner back to help. And the call made by Bennett Salvatore against Tony Kukoc. So that's 3 on Kukoc. 3 apiece on Kukoc and Pippen. Knick lead is down to 5. They've led by as many as 14. Ewing with a strong move. It counts, and the foul.
Yeah, he still looks angry. There's no satisfaction in what he's doing now, which is great for his team, because Ewing wants to turn it on. Harper giving him that ball. Purdue running at Ewing, opening up the lane for Ewing to go running right by him.
Lane violation on the ball, so Ewing will get another opportunity. Three-point play for Ewing. The Knicks 69 and the Bulls 61. Bulls have been a decent road club, 15-20 overall. They've won their last 2, and obviously, for the most part, they were able to accomplish that record without Michael Jordan. Armstrong for 3. B.J. Armstrong bringing the Bulls within 5.
Talking to John Bachmar last week, the Charlotte Hornets assistant coach who worked with the Bulls, as you know, for 3 years. He said he thought B.J. would be the biggest recipient of Michael Jordan's return. He really reads B.J.
Ewing rejected by Pippen. Harper. And back come the Bulls. Kukoc reluctant to shoot. And Kukoc not able to handle the pass from Armstrong.
The Knicks need to establish Ewing as their Jordan here in the third quarter and the fourth quarter. They just got to go to him more and really make him the monster he can become in this game.
That was the 13th turnover committed by Chicago. The Knicks with 9. Starks on a quick release. Coming up short, but handled by Oakley.
Heads-up play by Charles Oakley, reminiscent of the big play that Anthony Mason made in the stretch of that last meeting with Chicago.
The Knicks 71, Bulls 64. Here is the post-up by Jordan. Ewing over to help. Here's Kukoc open. And Tony Kukoc hits the 3. That's his first field goal. 4-point lead for the Knicks. Ewing from Bonner. Good feed from Bonner. Ewing is fouled. He will go to the line after this timeout. Foul was called on Purdue, his 4th. We'll be right back.
High-flying, in-your-face jams. Bone-jarring rejections. From the makers of Michael Jordan to the Max comes Slam from the streets. It's all the best passes, shots, and dunks to come off the playground, period. It's the best of street ball superstars working the blacktop. Slam from the Street features summer leagues and invitational tournaments from the hottest basketball cities. New York, Brooklyn, Chicago, and Philly, where NBA players get all their moves. Slam from the Street also highlights the hardcore action and the best moves of the cream of the crop players from America's playgrounds. And you'll hear commentaries from these asphalt gods. Working material may be offensive for kids under 16.
Take them call away once they put it in the book. He gonna hear my mouth listen, and I'm gonna keep on playing. I can beef as long as I'm playing, and I keep playing. When you're hot, you're hot. When you're hot, you're hot.
The NBA may be awesome, but they only mimic the moves they see on the playground. Slam from the Street shows that street ballers can throw down a nasty slam as good as any of the pros. You'll never see this kind of action in the NBA. Now, it's time for the guys with the NBA game, but none of the world fame, to show their stuff. On the streets, playground leagues and rap reign supreme. Slam from the Street is set to the hottest hip-hop tracks around, delivering a high-energy, action-packed video of the most jamming street ball moves in the world. If you love basketball, if you love hip-hop, if you love attitude, you gotta get Slam from the Street.
Street ball is nasty. It's like whatever goes. You ain't got no game. There ain't no need coming in the court.
Call now and you'll receive the hit video Slam from the Street for just $14.95 or DVD for $19.95. You can pay by using your checking account over the phone. We're so sure you'll love Slam from the Street that we're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not completely satisfied, just return it for a full refund of the purchase price. No questions asked. Get ready to hang with the toughest ball players around. It's the best footage from the pavement, and it's all on one tape. So pick up the phone to get Slam from the Street. Call now.
It killed my father, it killed my brother, and both my sisters. Pancreatic cancer killed them all. We don't know how or why they got it, but we knew it, and it was already too late. There still isn't any way to detect it early or to treat it effectively. But we do know the cure, research. Just look how far we've come with other diseases.
Bulls making it closer and closer on that Tony Kukoc 3-4 points away. The Knicks holding up strong, though, getting a lot of scoring tonight as opposed to games of late. Phil Jackson working on his team right now. Interesting part of the game, always what the bench is doing. In Chicago, December 25th, the Bulls win that game. The Bulls getting more than double the amount of points the Knicks got off the bench. March 2nd at the Garden, the game the Knicks won, led by Mason down the stretch. The Knicks more than double their total from the bench. The Bulls total. And tonight, once again, the Knicks getting a big lift from their bench. 17 points, a lot of balance. Pat Riley extended his rotation by using 5 bench players in the first half alone.
Ewing is now 10 of 12 from the foul line. He has 16 points in all. 6 minutes and 14 seconds remaining third quarter. Knicks lead by 4. Knicks play at Detroit tomorrow night. Oakley with the hustle. And back home, go up against the Dallas Mavericks on Friday. We'll be on hand starting with Knicks game night at 7 o'clock tomorrow here on MSG. Shot clock at 7. They double up Ewing. Bonner kept it alive for Oakley.
What a great combination, Bonner and Oakley, and they just made the Bullets back down. This is where the Bullets are hurting now in plays like that.
It's been a very strong game for Anthony Bonner. As a result, Anthony Mason has played only oh, look out. Charles Oakley hooking Tony Kukoc. Now, a lot of guys, Tony is not a guy who will get involved, but there are players who would have taken exception to that move by Oakley.
Oakley hanging on. And interesting that the subject of flagrant foul didn't come up. Fortunately, that Oakley grabbed Kukoc, and there was a gentleness in a sense to that play.
Yes, he said, "I'm sorry," following the near strangulation.
Well, I noted that Phil Jackson didn't move, so he wasn't upset. Actually, Phil probably thought Tony needs that to get him going.
That's right. Foul on Bonner, his third. Six-point lead for the Knicks. Luke Longley is back. A foul on Harper. That is his first. And the Knicks are now over 11.
Looks like Derek's first technical, too.
Yes, a technical called on Harper. Very quick whistle by Monty McCutcheon. So Armstrong will shoot the tee. The Knicks 73 and the Bulls 68.
Take another look at this play now. Harper staying close to Armstrong. Foul called on a bump. Harper unhappy. Could have been a facial foul, Marv. You know, Harper has great faces, as we know watching him. It might have been a facial foul called on him. Don't make those faces at me type thing by the official.
Is that on the rule book?
Well, when the rules committee gathers a couple of times a year, it might be a topic.
Armstrong is now 6 of 7 at the line. And the Knicks lead 73-70.
Derek was the subject of rules changes in many ways too, and they got rid of hand checking. The league feeling that he was one of the best defenders.
And Bonner called for a travel. At times, Anthony Bonner attempts to do too much with the ball, and he's been called for steps a couple of times here tonight.
Knicks are holding this lead, but should it slide, a lot of focus by the crowd. You know, it's going to go in the direction of Mr. Mason.
Crowd wanted a foul on Jordan. Looked like he was tripped up. He shoots for 3. 42 for Michael Jordan, and he's tied the game at 73. Jordan 2 of 3 from downtown. On Ewing, who gets it out to Harper. Ewing with the rule. The Knicks lead 75-73. Phil Jackson upset that Luke Longley did not step out against Patrick Ewing. Timeout is called by Chicago. And Phil Jackson with a gentle reminder for Luke Longley, who is now pleading his side of the story.
This is for the people that I call my friends. We're just getting started when the long day ends. This bud's for you. And you and you and you. This bud's for you.
everybody, I'm Mike Quick. Join us each week for an in-depth look at Tri-State Scholastic sports news and highlights. High School Weekly, only on MSG.
It's a shocking fact that violent crime doubles in the hour after school. And it doesn't help that over 200,000 of New York's most vulnerable kids have nowhere to go when the bell rings. So by offering educational, artistic, and athletic activities, Cheering for Children's Solid Ground After School program supports initiatives that put 30,000 local kids back on the right track. Madison Square Garden is committed to this program, but we need your help. We're asking you to buy a personalized paving stone, which will be set at the main entrance. Your contribution will make you a part of the garden and a part of these kids' lives. So please, call now.
I hope we can win this thing, obviously for ourselves, but for the city also. And it's a long way from being down 0-2 in the division series, but you know, we're going back to the World Series, and like I said, it never gets old.
New York gets put to the test. Yashin and the upstart Islanders. Badano and the powerhouse Star. Islanders, Star. Sunday at 1 on Fox Sports Net.
Coming up on 4 minutes to go. Third quarter. Jordan with the turnaround. Handled by Ewing. Anthony Mason is back on the floor. Up front with Charles Smith and Patrick Ewing. Derek Harper and John Starks in the backcourt. Smith moving on Blunt. And the foul before the shot, so the basket will not count. Corey Blunt called for the foul to put Smith at the line. Both teams are over the limit. Anthony Mason playing only 6 minutes in the first half. Prior to the game, Phil Jackson, when asked about his concerns regarding tonight's game, listed Anthony Mason first. Certainly remembering the remarkable performance by Mason and leading the Knicks back from 22 down back on March the 2nd with 26 points and 12 rebounds.
And 7 assists, a career high in 48 minutes. And you know, Marvin, a brief appearance tonight for Mason, as you mentioned, in the first half, 6 minutes, also had 3 assists.
The Knicks lead by 3. Michael Jordan with 42 points. Goes to the pull-up. Ewing with the rebound. Mason given the room by Pippen. Pippen actually challenging Mason to shoot from the outside. Smith feeling for Blunt. Going right at him. Off the double team. And back comes Pippen. 3:15 left in the third quarter. Armstrong with the feed for Blunt, and he's called for a traveling violation. Good idea on a pick and roll, but Corey Blunt turning it over once again. The Knicks with a 76-73 lead. Starks has the pass batted back. Now gets it to Ewing. And he was pushed by Longley. That's 3 on Longley, and with the Bulls over the limit, Ewing back to the line.
Plus the advantage Jordan has as a guard, he comes down and handles the ball over half court. He can make the decisions with the ball in his hand. The Knicks high scorer has to wait for his teammates to get him the ball. And that's what the Knicks want to do more of.
Patrick Ewing not getting the ball at the proper time or in the proper position in the first half. Although now he has 19 points. He's done it for the most part at the line. The Knicks 78 and the Bulls 73. Marv Albert with John Andres, Al Trautwig, Madison Square Garden. It has been the hottest sports ticket of the year here in the New York area. Michael Jordan did not disappoint, came right out of the first quarter and was on fire. Armstrong, B.J. Armstrong with 13, and it cuts it to a 3-point Knick lead.
Good ball movement gave him an open jump shot.
Starks for 3. And Jordan handling against Mason. Goes right at him, draws the foul. Foul committed by Anthony Mason. Michael Jordan to the line.
B.J. Armstrong had beaten everybody down court, and Michael Jordan missed him.
Myers getting set to check back in. Jordan 6 of 7 at the line. He now has 43 points. He had 20 in the first quarter. 15 of the second. He scored 15 of the Bulls' 19 points in the second quarter. Tony Kukoc replacing Scottie Pippen, who departs with 12. The Knicks by 1. We come up on 2 minutes remaining in the third. Mason guarded by Kukoc. And foul. Will it count? The Knicks say it should, but he will not get the call on the continuation. What a shot by Mason.
You know, that's an interesting judgment that the officials are making, and I have a feeling that they just didn't pay close enough attention to this call. Whistle blows. Boy, that's continuation. But it didn't look like it was going to be a shot.
The ruling that the play stopped as the foul was committed. And Kukoc picked up his 4th. And now Pete Myers replaces Tony Kukoc. Only 3 points for Kukoc, who has been shooting well recently. 8 of 12, 18 points the other night against Atlanta. The Knicks by 1. Foul on Starks. That is his 4th.
Oh, this is some shaky lineup the Bulls have out there now as far as scoring. Blunt, Pete Myers, Luke Longley.
But does not really matter with Jordan. And, of course, Armstrong, who can score. Also on the court as Phil Jackson looks to rest Scottie Pippen. Here's Hubert Davis for John Starks. Michael Jordan with 45 points. 17 of 25 from the field. 9 of 10 from the line. The Bulls take a 1-point lead. They trail by as many as 14. Ewing throwing the double team. Shot clock at 5. Ewing. That was an excellent defensive sequence by Chicago, but Ewing able to score to give the Knicks a 1-point lead. Jordan now guarded by Mason. Jordan. Run down by Myers. We come up on 1 minute remaining in the third.
Mark Mason, the 5th man on the Knicks to guard Jordan tonight.
Myers. Jordan was signaling for the ball to come back outside, and he and Myers have some words. Waving at each other in anger. Smith for 3. Rebound, Jordan. Michael Jordan very upset with Pete Myers. And Jordan fires and hits. 3-pointer for Jordan. And the Bulls lead 82-80. Michael Jordan with 49 points as this third quarter winds down. See much of Pete Myers in the fourth quarter, John? 9-2 run by Chicago. Shot clock at 5. Hopper, yes. And he's tied the game at 82. Final seconds of the fourth. Down to 5. Down to 3. Down to 1. Well, we head to the fourth. Here are the circumstances. The Knicks and Bulls tied at 82. Michael Jordan with 49 points after 3.
What if there was a camera that required no film, that took pictures and shot video and was the size of a pen? Well, now there is, and it's called the Clever Cam because it's 3 cameras in one. Use it as a digital camera for still shots, a PC cam to talk to friends and family on the internet, and it's a mini camcorder that catches moving images. It's the size of a magic marker. In fact, it's so small, it's like having a spy camera. You'll even fool your friends. The Clever Cam never requires film and can be used again and again. It instantly takes and stores up to 360 pictures. That's the equivalent of 13 rolls of film. And when you're ready to view them, just load the software that's included, connect the camera to the USB port, and you can send picture or video to friends and family on the internet. The Clever Cam will take thousands of pictures and is Windows compatible. Print and manipulate pictures too. It's easy to add text or change the brightness or contrast of images. Just point and shoot. You'll always have a camera for precious moments. Because it's so lightweight, you really can take it anywhere. Just frame using the viewfinder and press the button. It uses 2 AAA batteries, powers up instantly, so you'll always get the shot. The Clever Cam captures up to 360 priceless memories or takes up to 45 seconds of streaming video. Other products are bulky and sell for up to $500 each and require expensive memory cards. The Clever Cam is smaller, quicker, and is yours for just 3 easy payments of $29.99. You'll receive the Clever Cam, complete with software, the USB connector cable, and the stand so you can use it as a PC cam when you call. But call right now and we'll also include this suite of ArcSoft photo and video software, a $120 value, free to help you make mini movies and manipulate pictures. That's a huge value for just 3 easy payments of $29.99. So call this number right now.
To order Clever Cam for only 3 easy payments of $29.99 plus shipping, call 1-800-640-1991 or send check or money order to the address on your screen. Call now to order 1-800-640-1991.
Lou Olson and the NCAA finalist Arizona Wildcats, Hall of Famer John Chaney's Temple Owls, Gary Williams' Final Four Maryland Terrapins, and Billy Donovan's high-flying Florida Gators will face off in the Coaches vs. Cancer Icon Classic at Madison Square Garden on November 8th and 9th. 4 of the nation's best teams will tip off the college basketball season. 4 games, 2 nights, 1 great cause. Get your tickets at the Garden box office or call Ticketmaster. For more information, visit iconclassic.com.
In retrospect, you can look at it and say we were destined to be here, but, you know, we're 4 wins away from where we want to be. We want to play well. We want to represent the city of New York. So far, we've done a good job.
Welcome back to Michael Jordan's first return to Madison Square Garden with the Chicago Bulls back in 1995. After 3 quarters, this game is tied at 82. Jordan has already scored 49 points on 18 of 28 shooting. For the final quarter, once again, we join Marv Albert and John Andres.
And Jordan will get a brief rest at the start of this 4th quarter.
Jordan communicates with his teammates, and that's one of his many manifestations of his leadership. Jordan's played 32 of the 36 minutes in this game.
Pippen with the steal. Kerr with the daylight. Steve Kerr knocking it down to give the Bulls an 84-82 lead. Knicks with Davis and Hopper in the backcourt. Ewing, Smith, Mason up front. Hopper making contact with Myers. Ewing is fouled by Longley. That field goal a moment ago by Steve Kerr, our crack statistician, Eric Merlis, points out that that was the first basket by a member of the Chicago Bulls bench. Patrick Ewing is now 12 of 16 from the line. Michael Jordan with enormous numbers. 20 in the first quarter, 15 in the second, and 14 in the third. Bulls lead by 1.
Knicks 21 of 30 from the line tonight. The Bulls 21 of 24.
Here's Kerr for 3. Steve Kerr with a 2 and then a 3. Correction on those numbers on Michael Jordan. He is 18 for 28 from the field for 49 points. Smith for Mason. Nice pass by Charles Smith. The Bulls 87, the Knicks 85.
Bulls double team everybody down low on the Knicks, so it opens up holes like Charles Smith just found.
Rick Anthony on the backcourt with Hubert Davis. Beautiful move by Pippen, but he came up short. Mason protecting against Pippen. Oh, Kerr took a shot inadvertently from Davis. Mason, again, a beautiful pass, this time from Ewing.
Yes, off the double team once again.
The game is tied at 87. Chant of defense from this capacity crowd. Myers ran into Smith and lost it. 3-on-1. Smith on wall, look out. Steve Kerr with the foul on Charles Smith. Will it be a flagrant? Well, no indication. The call is that Kerr wrapped up Smith.
Well, Myers with poor ball handling here dribbles into Smith. Now Charles looks and sees he has 2 teammates, but he also saw the much shorter Kerr on him, figured he could overpower him. Kerr made a good play for him.
Crowd reacting to that call. Here's DJ Armstrong for Pete Myers. Michael Jordan playing 32 minutes, getting a rest here in the early moments of the fourth quarter. The Bulls have been hot from 3-point range. They've hit their last 5. Knicks by 1. 2 minutes in, fourth quarter. Knicks have had their problems at the line. They've hit only 5 of the last 12 free throws. Longley looked like he was surprised to find the ball with no one behind him, and then was able to take advantage.
Bulls have terrific outside shooters out there now, so you don't want to allow Longley to get shots like that up.
Knicks trailing by 1 point. Herb Williams off the fake. Charles Smith again able to stuff it. Serving up a facial on Luke Longley. Knicks by 1. Pippen for 3. And the Bulls roll on from downtown. They've hit their last 6 from 3-point land. Chicago 92, New York 90. Williams stopped by Longley.
Longley at 7-2. And Herb Williams has got to serve up a little deception on those easy turnarounds.
Kerr looking for the shot. There's Pippen. It counts, and the foul. Scottie Pippen fouled by Herb Williams. And Pippen will go to the line looking for the 3-point play.
Well, with Jordan out, Pippen now serves up. A gorgeous move. He shocked the Knicks in the first half in the first meeting. As we mentioned earlier, 21 points. He's been quiet tonight because Jordan has been the man, but now Pippen has a chance to carry things.
Pippen has 17 points. Bulls lead by 4. It is their biggest lead. Foul called on Armstrong. Just a moment ago, Michael Jordan and Pete Myers again appear to have a heated discussion.
Myers likes to talk, like many players do. Herb seems to be at a pace that is not quick enough for what's required here right now.
4 minutes gone by. Phil Jackson feeling it in terms of sending Michael Jordan back onto the court. 4 minutes of rest for Jordan. Armstrong for three. Make it 7 straight from downtown, and the Knicks call for time. The Bulls 97 and the Knicks 90, and they have accomplished this with Michael Jordan sitting it out at the start of the fourth.
Coffee? No, thanks. I think I'll get my own.
Perhaps he's compelled by the sumptuous aroma. Or does he desire the rich, luscious taste crafted in Europe? Maybe it's because he makes Javalia his way, delicious every time. To experience the pleasure of Javalia Cafe yourself, call 1-800-447-1127. We'll deliver 2 boxes of our fine European coffee for just $14.95, with a free thermal carafe coffee maker to ensure you brew and keep Javalia at its freshest. There's no further obligation. If you enjoy Javalia, we'll send more whenever you like. Call 1-800-447-1127. Because while you won't find Javalia Cafe on any corner, you will find it a pleasure to come home to.
Introducing the next great Jeep idea, Jeep Liberty. With a 210 horsepower V6 and a highly capable new suspension, it can take you miles away. And back again. Jeep Liberty. Incredibly capable, surprisingly affordable. Check one out at your Jeep dealer.
Are back at McDonald's. Now with 3 different dipping sauces. Try a 5-piece, try a 10-piece. Mighty Wings. To eat it is to love it. It's crispy, succulent, juicy. I'm hungry. Woo.
Thank you, Chicken Man.
Don't thank me, ma'am. Thank them. Release your inner chicken.
We love you, Chicken Man.
I feel the love.
7:55 remaining in this fourth quarter. And with the Bulls succeeding with Michael Jordan sitting it out, Phil Jackson staying with the current lineup. Longley on the rejection of Ewing. 10-2 run by Chicago. They've done it with the 3-point shot. They've hit their last 7. Here's Kukoc, way off. But Longley is right there. Break for the Bulls. And they now lead by 9.
Well, the Knicks are being picked apart now at their lack of sharpness defensively.
Ewing, yes. Bulls 99, the Knicks 92. Ewing has 25 points, and here comes Michael Jordan walking towards the scorer's table. 49 points thus far for Jordan. Kukoc, and Smith with the rebound. Anthony with the change of pace dribble, he's fouled. Foul on Kukoc. Jordan replacing Kerr. Steve Kerr providing a lift by hitting a 3 and a 2. And Corey Blunt checks back in. Tony Kukoc departing. Kukoc picking up his 5th foul. Knicks with Hopper and Starks at the guards. Ewing, Smith, Mason up front. Ewing draws the foul. Yes, and it counts. Longley with his fifth. Ewing to the line.
Ewing wearing that expression of anger once again after he hits that shot. It's been a frustrating game for Patrick. Here he gets off a beautiful jump shot and draws the foul.
Well, the Knicks struggling at the free throw line. Jordan gets inside, and Harper gets to it.
Great team defense, making Jordan squirm on that move.
Ewing, yes, and it counts. He'll head back to the line.
He can't get enough. What a great move by Ewing. Perry Ellis, look at Ewing now. Now he plays really big on this move. Fakes left, goes right to the hoop.
And he's fouled out, Luke Longley.
Another look at it now, how tough he can be when he decides to go right to that basket. He's not self-satisfied. He's not fulfilled with that play. He and his teammates want more, and they're getting closer once again. Bulls have some scars from their last visit on March 2nd. The Knicks shocked them in the fourth quarter. A little different tonight, though, with Jordan here.
Longley with number 6. He's gone. 5 points, 5 fouls, but Ewing again not able to complete the three-point play. The Bulls lead by 3. Will Perdue has replaced Luke Longley. 6 minutes to go on the fourth. Jordan slicing through and stopped by Smith. Ball last touched by Chicago.
Jordan holding his nose, not making a big fuss of it to the official, but he wanted the official to know he was socked.
Knicks trailing by 3 points. Ewing, yes. Oh, he's on fire. Patrick Ewing in this fourth quarter is pulling a Michael Jordan. 31 points in all. The Knicks are down by only 1. 5.5 remaining in the fourth. 8-0 run by the Knicks. Shot clock at 6. Jordan. Rebound Perdue. Will Perdue providing a 3-point lead for the Bulls.
Over the back of Charles Smith. Good play by Perdue.
6 points for Perdue. Came on for Longley, who fouled out just a moment ago. Harper. Michael Jordan has missed his last 4 shots. 18 of 31 overall.
Notice Morris Jordan handling that ball like a baseball.
Jordan rejected by Ewing. Kept alive by Blunt. Corey Blunt with his first field goal. The Bulls 103. The Knicks 98.
Rather timely by Blunt, to say the least.
Starks for Ewing. They double up. Harper for 3. Rebound, Smith knocked away. Ewing rebounded by Pippen. Bulls on the run. Pippen for 3. Starks with the rebound.
Oh, and a box out.
And his pass underthrown, intended for Ewing. Armstrong calling for time. It has been a frantic pace. With 3:53 left in the fourth, the Knicks trail by 5.
Jets fans, Gang Green is back with new leadership and a new attitude. Get all the team news, interviews, and analysis. Heineken Jets Journal, tonight, only on MSG. New York baseball fans, relive the classic Subway Series with your very own Yankees-Mets chess game. All figures are dressed in uniforms of the Yanks and the Amazons. It's all part of the great merchandise lineup you'll find only at MSGstore.com. New York sports for the New York sports fan that brings you all the in-depth news, scores, and highlights, plus big-name guests and all the stories on your favorite teams and players. MSG Sports Desk presented by Chevrolet, only on MSG Network.
The way the Rangers play, it's just beautiful. It's New York, red, white, and blue.
It's just something about being at the Garden.
The excitement and the fans are the greatest.
Wow, and the Garden explodes.
It's like you're a part of a special family here.
I just got engaged at the Rangers game.
The most exciting thing that you will ever see.
I'm just a Rangers fan. What can I say?
You have to come to Garden. It's just a place to be.
Come see the Rangers versus the Dallas Stars, Monday, October 29th. Great seats available. Call now.
The magic and the memories will live forever at the world's most famous arena. And now you can be a permanent part of the Garden's rich history with Cheering for Children's Solid Ground program. Have your own personalized message engraved on one of these paving stones at the steps that line the entrance to the arena and the theater. And best of all, your purchase goes directly towards making the dreams of New York's children come true. Help make a difference. Leave your mark on the Garden and help put a child on solid ground.
Well, maybe Michael knew that this would be a special night in the shoot-around earlier today here at the Garden from half court. Michael able to hit and then did it again. In fact, 2 in a row from half court for Michael Jordan. And he is fouled. Jordan with the duck under move. Took the hit from Starks. That is number 5 for Starks. Non-shooting foul. The Knicks with their second team foul. Bulls already over the limit. 3:48 to go in the fourth. The Bulls lead by 5. Both clubs shooting well.
Jordan serves up a variety of things offensively. A lot of driving and a lot of jump shooting.
And Michael Jordan with 51 points, 19 of 33 from the field. He is the first Knick opponent to go for 50 or more since December of '91. Dominique Wilkins at 52 for Atlanta against the Knicks. Ewing, yes. The Bulls 105 and the Knicks 100. A high for the season in the NBA, 53 by Willie Burton of the 76ers. Jordan has 51. Michael Jordan had a 50-point game against the Knicks opening night of '86. Foul is called.
John Starks draws the foul. And it was Michael Jordan on a push-off.
Michael committing his 3rd. Now we're talking regular season here at the Garden in terms of those 50-point games. Michael Jordan with an exchange of words with John Starks. Jordan that's a leg block. You'll recall back in the playoffs in '93 in game number 4 in Chicago, Jordan had a 54-point game against the Knicks.
The quick eyes of Jordan also playing to the crowd. Familiar faces after baskets, after situations.
2:50 to go in the fourth. And the Knicks are down 105 to 100. Hopper. Mason. Knicks swing the ball. Ewing facing a double team. Good reaction. That'll put Mason at the line, but he's missed his last 2 at the line. Foul on Blunt. That is his 4th. Patrick Ewing with the quick recovery on the double team to get it to Anthony Mason, who was only 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Big second half for Ewing. 24 points in the second half alone as the former Dream Teamers talk it up a little bit in a rest moment.
Charles Oakley hears it from the crowd. Has not played in some time. Coming on for Charles Smith, who's done a good job. 8 points for Smith. And Tony Kukoc is back on the floor.
Problem for the Bulls now. Kukoc Will Purdue. They have to deal with Charles Oakley now, who's going to crash the boards like crazy.
Bulls 105. The Knicks 102. Jordan getting the step. 53 points for Michael Jordan, who is now deep in conversation with John Starks. That ties the season high. Starks, and he will go to the line.
For some reason, Jordan allowed him to go right. He overplayed him left heavily, and Starks took off.
Foul on Kukoc, and that is number 6.
Take a look at Jordan now. He just sits on that left. See, all of a sudden he faded left. He gave Starks the lane. John wanted one of his Michael Jordan imitation shots at the end of this move. It didn't quite work out, but he went airborne with a spectacular attempt.
So Michael Jordan celebrating the 5-year anniversary of his career-high 69-point game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. 53 points here tonight. You know, it took him a long time. This is his 5th game, and he's already matched the season high this season in the NBA. Willie Burton of the Sixers, as we mentioned, scored 53 earlier in the year, and Jordan has matched that.
He stretches the minds of his greatest fans, of people who think they understand this guy and what he's capable of, and he takes everything to another degree.
Bulls 107, Knicks 103. Starks is 2 of 3 at the line. He has 9 points. And again, John struggling with a 3-point shot, 1 for 7 tonight, following the 2 of 14 in Seattle. 3-point lead for Chicago. If the Bulls hold on and win, they'll be within 2 games of the Cavaliers. Oakley on a switch, chasing Jordan. Jordan, rebound Oakley, and a foul, loose ball foul against Oakley. For the Knicks, their first team foul in the final 2 minutes, so the Bulls in possession with a new 24.
The danger with double teaming Jordan, and this goes back years, is that he's such a great passer, he'll find the open man. On that play, the Knicks did put double pressure on him, but they have to be so selective.
Now Jordan posting up, lays that lead, gets it to Purdue, rejected by Ewing. Mason pushes it down to Harper. Ewing in position. Knicks down by 3. Ewing draws the foul. Yes, and it counts. Wait a moment. He will not get the call on the continuation. And Pat Riley is furious.
Another look at Ewing with an amazing shot and a reaction I've never seen from him before on the court.
This game has such significance to the Knicks. Probably more than any other team in the NBA, they were affected by the return of Michael Jordan. They were not very happy about it.
Patrick's missed his last 3 at the line, and the Knicks are down 3. Their foul shooting tonight, 68%.
A minute 28 to go in the 4th. Ewing hits 1 of 2. It cuts it to a 2-point Chicago lead. A minute 20 remaining in the 4th. Jordan blocked, forced the shot. Starks with Jordan chasing. Ties the game at 107. Pippen makes it home. The Bulls by 2, and the Knicks call for time. 56 seconds to go. We'll be right back.
What if there was a camera that required no film, that took pictures and shot video and was the size of a pen? Well, now there is, and it's called the Clever Cam because it's 3 cameras in one. Use it as a digital camera for still shots, a PC cam to talk to friends and family on the internet, and it's a mini camcorder that catches moving images. It's the size of a magic marker. In fact, it's so small, it's like having a spy camera. You'll even fool your friends. The Clever Cam never requires film and can be used again and again. It instantly takes and stores up to 360 pictures. That's the equivalent of 13 rolls of film. And when you're ready to view them, just load the software that's included, connect the camera to the USB port, and you can send picture or video to friends and family on the internet. The Clever Cam will take thousands of pictures and is Windows compatible. Print and manipulate pictures too. It's easy to add text or change the brightness or contrast of images. Just point and shoot. You'll always have a camera for precious moments. Because it's so lightweight, you really can take it anywhere. Just frame using the viewfinder and press the button. It uses 2 AAA batteries, powers up instantly, so you'll always get the shot. The Clever Cam captures up to 360 priceless memories or takes up to 45 seconds of streaming video. Other products are bulky and sell for up to $500 each and require expensive memory cards. The Clever Cam is smaller, quicker, and is yours for just 3 easy payments of $29.99. You'll receive the Clever Cam, complete with software, the USB connector cable, and a stand so you can use it as a PC cam when you call. But call right now and we'll also include this suite of ArcSoft photo and video software, a $120 value free to help you make mini movies and manipulate pictures. That's a huge value for just 3 easy payments of $29.99. So call this number right now.
To order Clever Cam for only 3 easy payments of $29.99 plus shipping, call 1-800-640-1991 or send check or money order to the address on your screen. Call now to order 1-800-640-1991.
Who are my heroes? Well, they don't rely on a killer jump shot, but they capture the imagination of over 1 million New Yorkers every year. They're New York City public school teachers, and we need more heroes. Call 1-800-TEACH-NY.
Jordan under a lot of pressure going baseline, a lot of pressure, gives it up to his teammate who plays Michael Jordan, and he comes through. Pippen with 19 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. What a game for Pippen.
And that was the first assist of the game for Michael Jordan, who's been busy pumping them up. 36 shot attempts. Bulls by 2. 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Knicks have 2 timeouts left. Chicago 3 and a 20. Ewing puts the move on Purdue and is fouled. Ewing having his problems at the line. That's number 5 on Purdue. Ewing overall 14 of 21 at the free throw line.
He represents the team. That's the team shooting tonight. He's concentrating on that rim, though.
The Knicks are down by 1.
I think Patrick's driven tonight, Marv. He's driven. He wants this one so badly, and it's really showing in his body language.
Timeout is called. When we come back, Ewing will try to tie the game.
New York Rangers hockey on MSG Network. Messier, Leach, Lindros, and the rest of the Blue Shirts are in Beantown to battle the Bruins. Saturday night, only on MSG Network.
The #1 source for up-to-the-minute coverage of New York sports news and information is the all-new MSGNetwork.com. MSGNetwork.com delivers complete coverage, including breaking news and exclusive reports from MSG personalities. Get more scores and statistics, post your opinions and interact with other fans, and speak out on hot issues with daily polls. Log on to the ultimate New York sports website, MSGNetwork.com. More angles, more insight every day.
Hi, I'd like to start getting home delivery of the Sunday New York Times.
Now you can enjoy Sunday even more by getting the New York Times delivered to your home every weekend. And when you call now, you'll get 50% off the regular home delivery price.
I enjoy waking up and having the Sunday New York Times waiting for me. I know it'll tell me things that I won't hear, read, or see anywhere else.
I get international and cultural news, and I get a jump on the week ahead.
Call now to order, and you'll get the book review, travel, arts and leisure, week in review, and the New York Times Magazine.
On Sunday mornings, we catch up on what we really love. She goes straight for arts and leisure. I check out the magazine.
So call now to enjoy the Sunday New York Times for 8 weeks with home delivery at 50% off.
Hi, I'd like to start getting the Sunday New York Times at home.
I think the only thing I enjoy more than doing the crossword puzzle is actually finishing it.
Call now, 1-800-770-3800, and get the Sunday New York Times delivered to your home every weekend.
For me, Sunday was made for the New York Times.
Hi, I'm Howie. Each week, join Lisa and me for Play It Up on MSG Network. Play It Up is a special show just for kids, where you learn some cool things about your favorite Rangers and Knicks.
And have it, and sometimes I might fake and take 2 dribbles like this, and then just like that.
Oh! We're gonna go on the coaster. That's Play It Up, Saturday mornings at 10 on MSG Network.
2 thumbs up.
All right.
Seconds remaining. In this fourth quarter, the Knicks down 109-108. Ewing hit the first of 2. The timeout rundown. Game is tied at 109. Ewing with 36 points. Armstrong handles against Harper. Jordan played very well by Starks. Good fake though, and he has given the Bulls a 111-109 lead. The Knicks call for time, and that is a high for the NBA this season. 55 points by Michael Jordan.
Other airline credit cards give you 1 mile for every dollar you spend. But only the Delta Sky Miles credit card from American Express gives you that. Plus, you'll always get double miles at supermarkets, drugstores, and on Delta tickets. On top of 5,000 bonus miles just for getting the card. Watch how quickly all those extra miles add up to your free vacation travel. We can't say the Delta Sky Miles credit card is twice as good as other airline credit cards, but you might. Call 1-800-SKY-MILES to apply now.
It's official. Ford is offering 0% financing on everything. Ford drives America. And right now, we're leading the way with America's best sellers at America's best values. 0% on everything, including Ford Escape, Ford Explorer, Ford Expedition, and the #1 selling truck of the world, Ford F-Series. 0% means you pay no interest, and that will save you thousands. Act now. Ford drives America. Visit your Tri-State Quality Ford store.
It's been a showcase for the world's greatest athletes and celebrated performers, and now it can be yours. Madison Square Garden can be the setting for receptions, trade shows, bar mitzvahs, and even weddings. Whether you need the expo center, theater, restaurant, or arena, each historic venue can be the place for a unique event. We'll provide a team of special event professionals and world-class caterers. So when you're planning a reception, stockholder meeting, or trade show, we can transform your event into a garden party.
Soccer fans, join together at the Unity Games, a special doubleheader with the Metro Stars taking on DC United and the New York Power playing the Washington Freedom, all to raise funds for those affected by September 11th. Sunday, October 28th at Giant Stadium. Some of the world's best will be playing. Mia Hamm, Mike Petke, Tiffany Milbrett, along with many, many others. Tickets are just $20 and on sale now. All proceeds benefit the Soccer United Relief Fund. The Unity Games, united we stand.
Lou Olson and the NCAA finalist Arizona Wildcats, Hall of Famer John Chaney's Temple Owls, Gary Williams' Final Four Maryland Terrapins, and Billy Donovan's high-flying Florida Gators will face off in the Coaches vs. Cancer Icon Classic at Madison Square Garden on November 8th and 9th. 4 of the nation's best teams will tip off the college basketball season. 4 games, 2 nights, 1 great cause. Get your tickets at the Garden box office or call Ticketmaster. For more information, visit iconclassic.com.
It'll be Nick Ball when we pick it up, but Michael Jordan just a moment ago in his 21st field goal, 21 of 37 from the floor, 55 points in all, and this gave the Bulls a 111-109 lead. It was Saturday night against the Atlanta Hawks. Michael Jordan in the final seconds, guarded by Steve Smith with a stutter step move, able to hit over Smith at the buzzer for the game winner against Atlanta.
Well, and he's taken another giant step forward tonight.
Yes, the basketball conditioning coming back in this his 5th game. The jump shot is back. Starks, and he draws the foul. Will Perdue argues the call as he is fouled out. Phil Jackson very upset. That's the 3rd Bull to foul out.
John Starks with a very determined move. Once he saw he was by Jordan, it was straight to the hoop, and he drew that foul, and he's out there thinking about it now. He's going to the line.
Starks 3 of 4 at the line tonight, a 73% free throw shooter. Bill Wennington, the St. John's product, who has played briefly tonight, will check in. So it's Perdue, Longley, and Kukoc fouling out, and John Starks trying to tie the game with 14 6/10 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. The Bulls lead by 1.
What a scenario for Jordan at this moment.
Knicks have 1 timeout left. Chicago 2 and a 20. Clutch free throw shooting by John Starks. The Knicks and the Bulls tied at 111. And Phil Jackson calls for time.
What if there was a camera that required no film, that took pictures and shot video and was the size of a pen? Well, now there is, and it's called the Clever Cam because it's 3 cameras in one. Use it as a digital camera for still shots, a PC cam to talk to friends and family on the internet, and it's a mini camcorder that catches moving images. It's the size of a magic marker. In fact, it's so small, it's like having a spy camera. You'll even fool your friends. The Clever Cam never requires film and can be used again and again. It instantly takes and stores up to 360 pictures. That's the equivalent of 13 rolls of film. And when you're ready to view them, just load the software that's included, connect the camera to the USB port, and you can send picture or video to friends and family on the internet. The Clever Cam will take thousands of pictures and is Windows compatible. Print and manipulate pictures too. It's easy to add text or change the brightness or contrast of images. Just point and shoot. You'll always have a camera for precious moments. Because it's so lightweight, you really can take it anywhere. Just frame using the viewfinder and press the button. It uses 2 AAA batteries, powers up instantly, so you'll always get the shot. The Clever Cam captures up to 360 priceless memories or takes up to 45 seconds of streaming video. Other products are bulky and sell for up to $500 each and require expensive memory cards. The Clever Cam is smaller, quicker, and is yours for just 3 easy payments of $29.99. You'll receive the Clever Cam, complete with software, the USB connector cable, and a stand so you can use it as a PC cam when you call. But call right now and we'll also include this suite of ArcSoft photo and video software, a $120 value, free to help you make mini movies and manipulate pictures. That's a huge value for just 3 easy payments of $29.99. So call this number right now.
To order Clever Cam for only 3 easy payments of $29.99 plus shipping, call 1-800-640-1991 or send check or money order to the address on your screen. Call now to order 1-800-640-1991.
I say, Leonardo, how's that painting coming?
It's a masterpiece, way ahead of its time.
We asked for something that would uplift the human spirit. What on earth is that?
Exactly, this is it. I am a genius. It's a drink called Red Bull.
Red Bull? You call that a work of art? You must be mad.
You will see. Someday everybody will be singing, Red Bull gives you it.
That's it. I'm giving the chapel dog to Michelangelo.
With 14.6 seconds left, the score was tied at 111. The Bulls had the ball, and it was Michael Jordan hoping to perform one more miracle. Here's Marv Albert and John Andres.
John, do you share the same thought that I have? I hate to see this game end.
Thrilling to be part of this one.
Anthony Bonner has replaced Hubert Davis. The Knicks and the Bulls tied at 1-11. 14 and 6/10 seconds to go. Chicago does have a full timeout and a 20 remaining. Knicks have one timeout left. Starks lost his footing. Here is Jordan, and a surprise sets up Wennington. 3 seconds to go. The Bulls by 2. The Knicks call for time. The Knicks drawn, as you might expect, to Jordan, who had the open man, and Bill Wennington with the stuff to give the Bulls the lead.
Introducing the next great Jeep idea, Jeep Liberty. With a 210 horsepower V6 and a highly capable new suspension, it can take you miles away. And back again. Jeep Liberty. Incredibly capable, surprisingly affordable. Check one out at your Jeep dealer.
The wonder of it all. Take a chance, make it happen. Pop the cork, finger snapping. Spin the wheel, round and round we go. Life is good, life is sweet. Grab yourself a front row seat. Let's meet and have a ball. Let's live. Yeah, let's live for the wonder of it all. Meet me at Foxwoods. Foxwoods.
No one knows runners like Foot Locker knows runners. In fact, so many turn to us because we're so dedicated. We live, breathe, even sleep running. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, only at Foot Locker. Running and Foot Locker, your destination for everything worth running about.
To create exceptional performance. Design technology. Kumho.
Let the spirit of Christmas leap off the stage and into your heart as American Express presents A Christmas Carol, the musical, starring Tim Curry of the Rocky Horror Picture Show and Annie. Share it with someone you love. Call Ticketmaster today.
Not trying to deny the inbound so easily. Jordan gets that ball, and he comes up court. John Starks faking at him, deceiving him. Jordan protecting that basketball. Starks stumbles, but he recovers well. Ewing comes running out, and Bill Wennington wide open for his first field goal of the game with 3 and 1/10 seconds to go. And the bench of the Chicago Bulls exploding on that play.
3 and 1/10 seconds remaining. The Knicks using their final timeout. Bulls by 2. Mason will throw it in. And the delay of game taken as Phil Jackson wanted to check it over.
Only time off for one transfer of that basketball. It's going to be hard to make it to Ewing. It might have to be a jumper.
Starks lost the handle, and that will do it. It's a backcourt violation. Chicago will take over. 0.8 of a second remaining. John Starks lost his footing, lost the ball, lost it to the backcourt. And now Pippen will throw in. 0.8 of a second left. All the Bulls have to do is touch it. They do, and that is it. The Chicago Bulls with a dramatic 113-111 victory over the New York Knicks. They are now within 2 games of the Cleveland Cavaliers. And they have taken 2 of 3 against the Knicks this season. Michael Jordan with a remarkable return to Madison Square Garden.
And it certainly was, Marv. 55 points for Jordan and a 2-point victory for Chicago. As you may know, Michael was unable to lead the Bulls to an NBA title that year, but he did so the following 3 years, giving him a total of 6 in his NBA career before retiring for what we all thought was the final time in 1998. That brings us, of course, to next Tuesday and Michael's second comeback. You can see Jordan's debut with the Washington Wizards right here on MSG Network, Tuesday, October 30th. We begin with a special Knicks game night at 7 o'clock, followed by the Knicks versus the Washington Wizards at 7:30 as Michael Jordan returns to Madison Square Garden and the NBA one more time. Thanks so much for joining us for tonight's trip down memory lane. I'm Bill Daughtry saying good night from the Garden.